Hello everyone, welcome back to Idle Manager. If I recall, last time we left off, some serious shit was going down with the judgment panel and whether Scales was going to perform for the, what was it called? Summer, not Olympics, the summer sports ball. What was my goal? My goal. Don't mess up until July 25th. That is a whole month and a half. That's fucked. I think I'll save right here. Yeah, I'll overwrite that. Because that scares me. Who the fuck is getting bullied? Ungodly. I don't care. I want to know bullying gossip, not romantic gossip. I don't care. Give me the gossip that I care about. Wandering song. Can we do it? Not quite, but we're pretty close. Pretty close. I was gonna do a parody of RimWorld, and I was like, oh, what's like a what's a synonym for like Rim and then like world? And I was gonna put Borderlands, but that's also just a game. Spunkle. How about, you know what? Spunkly. There we go. I don't care. I really don't care. Can someone point me to a point where I once cared? 'Cause I don't remember it. Fucking girl doll. Well, I haven't messed up yet. She said, about to mess up something somewhere. Come on, man. I know y'all are queer, but I already know all this tea. Oh boy. Okay. One-time encounter. Getting into a car. People aren't gonna believe me if I say that the encounter was not romantic. But if I acknowledge the incident but don't issue an apology. See, but my hold on. Like, my policy is that they can date whoever they want, right? So, like, this should not be surprising to people, right? Fuck. Fucking damn it. I fucked it up. Hold on. I gotta fucking fire someone now. No, fuck. Hold on. Let's do this. Hopefully the game doesn't penalize me for that. Okay, thank God. Shibata Yuria has been getting a lot of grief from Komori Shina and her friends. Gotcha. Oi, bitch. Where are you? You. Get out of there. Oi, influence. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah. Okay. Thank God. I did not release any singles that month. Fuck. How's this do? Way. Nice. About brain readers. You again? No. Yeah. You best. Girl, you're staying here forever. Hey, the International Athletic Summer Games are starting tomorrow. I know that for the next 2 weeks, you and everyone at Scales will probably be preoccupied with preparing for the closing ceremony. But it might be worth your time to turn on your TV and watch some of the events when the opportunity arises. After all, this is really about the athletes. Any events you recommend? My recommendations wouldn't be much. To be honest, I never really thought about the international athletic events when I was younger. This is the first year I'm really paying attention. I know nothing about the sports ball. I was never much of an athlete, and it always seemed like a lot of hullabaloo over something that didn't matter for most of the year. Yeah. I guess when I was young, I wasn't in a position to appreciate how much hard work and dedication goes into separating a 10-second time in the 100-meter dash from a 9.9-second time. But the more I think about what Scales does, the more it seems similar to what the athletes do in a lot of respects. It takes a combination of hard work and talent to reach the top, and in the end, it's all for the audience. True. In that respect, maybe the judged events like gymnastics are the ones that I relate to the most. Unlike researching events, which are determined by the undeniably objective criteria of who crosses the finish line first, a gymnast is judged by the more subjective considerations. Even if a gymnast delivers a performance that is technically flawless, there are certain intangibles that are hard to put into words. Yeah, like how fucking flashy. How many handstands did they do? How many cartwheels? Kick flips? Sick ollies? One of the criteria that they're judged on is artistry. That seems like the kind of thing that is solely in the eye of the beholder. Anyway, I don't mean to distract you from more important things. I guess I just popped by to say that even though it's easy for us to get focused on the closing ceremony, we shouldn't lose sight of what the Summer Games itself represents. Sports ball. Did we do it? Or did that one scandal fuck me? Hey. Coverage of the International Athletic Summer Games broadcast is currently live. Watch TV? Yo.
I'm here with Fujie Taro, who today qualified in one of the preliminary heats for the 100-meter dash. Mr. Fujie, can you tell us a bit about what you were feeling in the moments leading up to that race?
Honestly, I was just hoping to do well. I'm glad that the results matched up with my expectations.
Did you feel like competing on this international stage was a huge pressure compared to what you're used to?
Actually, it was the opposite. When I first started running, it was always me and my dad who coached me, and later with a professional coach. I was always the center of attention, and whenever I practiced in public, I knew everyone was watching me with a lot of expectations. I get off on it, quite frankly. But here on the international stage, there's so many other athletes who have people supporting them.
So you felt a little starstruck?
It's not that exactly, it's more that being in the presence of so many other elite athletes was humbling. It made me realize that even though I was the fastest runner at my high school and at my college, I've got a long way to go if I want to reach the top. And that made it feel like a lower pressure situation. It's like, okay, there are lots of other people who are excited to do better than I am, so let's just see how I do.
But you came out on top.
Well, I came out in second place, which is enough to advance me to the second round. Things are only going to get tougher from here.
What are your thoughts about the upcoming race?
I'm looking forward to it.
Lastly, do you have anything to say to the people who are watching you?
Thank you to Coach Mita for helping me to get this far. And thanks to my mom and dad and my sister Micah, who I know is cheering for me.
We'll be cheering for you too, Mr. Fujie.
The next segment is an interview with a Norwegian athlete competing in the discus throw. The yeet. It's probably enough TV for one day. That's more TV than I watch. I haven't watched TV in fucking ages. Everything's on my computer now. Who needs TV? What? Coverage of the International Athletic Summer Games broadcast is currently airing. Watch TV? Yeah, sure. Sweem. TV station appears to be airing a special following the background of a woman named Imai Reiko from Osaka who is competing in one of the diving events. Oh, these are the fucking... Holy shit. These are the fucking siblings of my idols. The ones that were mentioned like at the start when I started getting to know them. That's crazy, actually. Apparently, Miss Imai lost her arm in an accident as a young child, but quickly recovered and learned to compete with the help of a prosthetic limb. I wonder what the stipulations are on that kind of thing. Like, do they have to make sure that the arm isn't, like, helping her beyond what a normal arm would help with? The program includes an interview with a specialist who designed the prosthetic limb, which had to be specially weighted so that its density would match what Miss Imai needed to compete in diving events. Interestingly, Miss Imai's prosthetic limb was the source of controversy 4 years ago, when the International Athletic Games Committee had to vote to allow competitors with prosthetic limbs. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, seems like the kind of thing people would make a fuss about. The mini-documentary ends on a cheery note, interviewing each of Miss Imai's family members, who all describe her in loving terms as she sits on the couch next to them blushing. Apparently, the station aired the mini-documentary so that its ending would coincide with the start of the diving event, but Miss Imai's turn isn't coming up until about an hour from now. That's a lot of diving. It's probably enough TV for one day. Replays of the event will be available tomorrow anyway. Oh, hell yeah. Sick ollies, dude. Local coverage of the International Athletic Summer Games broadcast is currently airing. Watch TV? Yeah, hell yeah. Looks like the current segment is about some skateboarding category. Mr. Yuzuru, those back-to-back 1080s were truly something to behold. Let me be the first to congratulate you on an outstanding skate performance. Or, at least that's what I'd like to say, but I was watching everyone cheering as you left the half-pipe, and I'm guessing you got more than a few congratulations before we got to you. Hey, I'll take kudos wherever I can get them. It feels great to hear people cheering for me. Is that a new experience for you? Actually, it kinda is. I'm guessing that might have something to do with the fact that this is the very first year that the International Athletic Summer Games are featuring skateboarding as a competitive event. It's partly that. I'm guessing that for some viewers at home, this might be the first skateboarding event they've seen. I probably wouldn't have discovered skateboarding as a kid if it weren't for the internet. And that childhood fascination turned into a career as a competitive skater. Yes, much to the chagrin of my parents. I bet they're proud of you now, though. Yeah, because money. I hope so. I hope that my performance today shows everyone how seriously I've been taking this. My mom's a bitch. My dad's a bitch, too. Skateboarding's important to me, and I hope it can become important to the rest of the country as well. Also, I just fucking noticed this. Bikey. Are you hoping that skate will become a permanent event? Yeah, I certainly hope so. But regardless of the future, I'm just grateful for this one opportunity. Not only for the chance to prove my skills on an international stage like this, but also to serve as an inspiration for anyone at home who might be doubting that someone from their background could do something like this. I'm especially glad that our country is hosting the first Summer Games skateboard event. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to represent my country, and I hope that events like this will help it become more culturally accepted. Also, hashtag Tony Hawk, at Tony Hawk on Twitter. I love you, man. You're the OG. Well, I'm certainly glad that our country has skaters like you representing us, and it's been a thrill to see you compete this week. I have no idea what any of those skateboard tricks are, but they looked like some sick kicks. The segment ends with a replay of Yuzuru Yuto's skate performance, which includes several aerial spins, the 1080 that Tanaka Yasunori referred to. Wow. Oh, come on, man. Boo fighters. Get out of here, man. Oh, here we go. Spirit Guide. Hey, nice. Personal 3 FPS. Let's go. Hey, tomorrow night is the big night. Scales' big performance. Can't believe it's already here. There's a VIP area that you and a sponsor will have access to. Sponsor being you? Well, I figured you didn't have a different sponsor in mind. Plus, someone from your office already sent me the information for tomorrow. Meaning you. You are in my office. Did you get a chance to watch the summer games? I caught a few segments. That's good. Watching a few of the events in person, and then watching the TV coverage of the events, has made me realize just how much the Summer Games is about the narrative that is constructed around it. People get invested in their own country's competitors, and if you're watching on TV, they have segments that tell you about the long journey that they took to reach this point. And in the end, an athlete's career all leads up to the single performance that might only last a few seconds. 10 seconds on a racetrack, or 2 seconds jumping off a diving board. When you see it live, you're made viscerally aware of the importance of that moment. When the world sees Scales tomorrow night, they're not going to get the 10-minute segment that tells them about the long journey that led you to this point. All they're going to see is that performance. There's something a little scary about that, but it's also kind of beautiful, don't you think? I think it's more scary than it is beautiful, but go off. It's nerve-wracking. Well, good night. And good luck. Oh boy. Let's do this, girls. Don't fuck it up. Everything's in place for the Summer Games closing ceremony. Performance before Scales' musical role is a traditional Japanese dance, featuring dancers from 20 different countries, all performing slow, synchronized moves to the beat of the drums. That's cool. Damn. They fucking set the stage for us? I feel like we're gonna be underwhelming in comparison. Shit. As the drummers end their performance, they exit the stadium with the dancers. Okay, girls, you got this. Oh, look. Oh, cute. What? Oh, this is the credit sequence. We did it. We beat the game. Oh, thank all of these wonderful people for this game. Tell me there's lyrics. Hell yeah. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. God bless you, Fujimoto. We fucking did it. Oh, are these all the, like, Kickstarter people? What up there? What up there? Hey, congratulations, girls. We fucking did it. This is our Budokan. We concluded what Keion could not. Girls, we fucking did it. Oh shit. After the performance ends, you meet Fujimoto in the VIP outdoor area.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You clean up, dude. I mean, you were nice before, but like, sheesh. There she is. That was truly an impressive display, Miss Lee. I've never felt more honored to be a backer of Scales. You also work there. I don't know if you remember that, but you work there also. It's been a long journey. It feels like I'm finally seeing the light at the end of a long, dark tunnel. And I owe it to you. Huh. What kind of light are you talking about? A chance to redeem myself, I guess? A chance for me to become a more respectable person, and maybe more importantly, a more responsible citizen. Let's just say that simply being associated with Scales has... Well, in the past hour, I've gone to shake hands with people I never thought would be willing to look me in the eye. I now have a chance to get on the straight and narrow path. It's an opportunity, an incredible gift. But more than that, it's something that I think I have to do. Being around here, seeing Scales represent Japan in front of the world, made me realize something. Being the nation's pick is a real honor. It's also a real responsibility. This isn't about something that the country owes to Scales. It's about what Scales owes to the country. What the fuck is... Ask not what you, like... What was it? Like... Oh, like, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Rah. That shit. This performance wasn't a prize that you won. It was a duty that you performed. It made me start thinking that the same applies to me. It's time for me to start giving this country what I owe it. Does that mean you're gonna stop paying your taxes, you rich fuck? That's, a little bit on the nose. And, yeah, that is part of what I'm talking about. It's about more than just a citizen's financial obligations to his country, though. It's about thinking what I owe to the country in other ways. For most of my life, I thought I was being selfless because I was concerned about the people around me. And in a way, it's good that I had that impulse. I think there's a certain kind of compassion that I managed to train in myself, even as everything was going wrong. But following that path led to me caring a lot about my friends and neglecting society as a whole. I thought that extracting from the public welfare for the benefit of the people around me was a generous thing to do. Now I realize it's not so simple. The thing I just thought of as society isn't some faceless and abstract concept. It's a collection of people, each of which matters just as much as the people who are close to me. If I try to help the people around me, but do it at the expense of society as a whole, I'm not really being compassionate, am I? I'm going to hang on to the impulses that made me care about the people around me. Good. But I think I also need to change my priorities, and think more about how my actions affect people, even the lives of people that I might not ever see or interact with. The health and well-being of society might feel like a vague and abstract thing, but That doesn't mean it's something that I can ignore. Oh man, if it was this easy to convince a rich person to give back to society, shit. People would be starting idol companies all around Jeff Bezos. Fuck. Quite a burden. And yet in some ways, it feels like I'm letting go of a burden. Part of my problem was that I cared too little about society as a whole. But by focusing on the people around me, I think I put a lot of them in a position where they were responsible for my happiness. And that wasn't fair at all. Oh, I think the fireworks show is about to start.
Fujimoto-san.
Ew, you're here? Fujimoto-san, you've been blowing up my phone. Ah, yes. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to you before the end of the night. Son? Dad? Mr. Sasuke, I think I owe you an apology. I haven't really respected your autonomy. Also, I kinda raised you to be a spoiled little bitch. So, sorry about that. What do you mean by that? When I saw that things were taking off with you and Trills, I was afraid that you were getting into a world that you weren't equipped to handle. And I, like an overprotective parent, tried to keep a watchful eye on you. Is that what Scales was all about? You sponsored an idol group so that we'd be part of the same social circles and you'd have access to events where I'd be present? Partly that. I don't even think I was doing it consciously at the time. Miss Lee happened to show up at the right time, and what started off as a whim became a business before I realized what was happening. But yes, the thought crossed my mind that having an idol group would be a way to, if not get close to you, then to be a part of your world. Everything seemed to work out well for you. Scales is a huge hit. It makes Trills feel irrelevant by comparison, to the point where I don't think I'm even going to bother. What the fuck, dude? Those girls fucking depend on you, bitch. And if I were younger and more impulsive, I'd ask what you were planning to do next so that I could follow you there. But I think you've earned the right to do what you want without me prying. What if I want you to pry? Like, look at what... This fucking dude doesn't make any goddamn sense. Did you consider that? Well, you've never told me that you liked my attention. Because you never asked. This is like, okay, listen, I know they're like basically like father-son, or, you know, at least sugar daddy, sugar son. But, this is, there's like a weird, there's like a, I'm like uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio today. I appreciate you, Fujimoto-san. I don't always like you. And there are times when I get annoyed by the things you do. But I appreciate you, nonetheless. You might be the person on this planet who's closest to understanding me. Understanding in a way that's neither judgmental nor condescending. Don't feel like you have to keep me at arm's distance just for my benefit. Well then. If you want to be closer than arm's distance, then I'll let you decide just how close you want to be. Should I leave? Should I fucking leave? Please. Please tell me if you want me to leave, because I am very uncomfortable here, like right now. I'm like not comfortable with this energy. Huh? Don't, excuse me, don't fucking fade to black here. What do you mean? This close. Oh, okay, it's okay, it's alright. It's just a hug. It's father-son bonding, people. It's just father-son bonding. Don't fucking get your fucking mind out of the gutter. Me included. Oh no. Well, is that it? Oh. Well, I suppose that's the end of the story. Alright, well, that is the end of the story, and I guess the end of Fujimoto's route. And even though that ending made me think things that I guess were not not something to be shared with the class, I think that will be it for today. And I think next time we will be continuing on from our branch save file, and we will maybe we'll do Ayanaya's route next. I feel like I should save the rival for last. It just feels thematically appropriate. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!